Happy Sunday, everybody. Beautiful Manhattan, Kansas. Wherever you are, I hope it's a beautiful morning. Thank God that we wake up grateful, blessed, however you think about it, but just another day of waking up is a day of gratefulness. So this old girl, this 72 K5 Blazer, you can see it's got some different wheels on it. The other one wouldn't hold air and compared to the white spokes that were on it, but it's going into my buddy Chase's storage about 20 minutes from here so we can make more room in the shop. It's amazing how big a shop can be until you start filling it up, and then you're like, wow, definitely need more room. So this thing, if you haven't seen it, we got it out of Lake of the Ozarks. It came from Illinois originally. In fact, you can see it's supposed to, 83, 84, 85, 86 sticker. That's been on there a hot minute, but yeah, right there's the one that's left that's still kind of holding there. In fact, it won't come off. One of the lug nuts is rounded off, so I'm gonna deal with that this winter. In the meantime, we've got to get some more stuff in, and she's a little crusty, It's got some type of seats in it. I need to figure out what those are, but I actually have the original door panels, which are in excellent shape, the original seats, the original back seat. It's all in our inventory room. You can see it was blue, but it's not a CST or anything like that. It's just a K5 Blazer, utility buckets, but it is a 350. No AC. Coming out of Illinois originally, probably didn't need it, except for a couple months out of the year. But stay tuned for this one. It'll be a few months. But the 79 GMC we got out in Nebraska, it's slowly getting parted out. Doors got sold. I took the seat out because I didn't want it to get all wet. The seat was really nice, except for a little spot on the driver's side. Seat belts are still available. They're not bad shape. Tina King out of Ohio can restore those looking new for you. I have all the AC stuff sold, so I've got to get that pulled maybe today, probably tomorrow. Typically don't work on Sundays. We've got a short week this week, so we've got to be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. It's what you do when you work for yourself. You try to cram as much as you can into a work day or into a day. So the reason we're making some room is to get this in. We've got all the TinWorks fabrication stuff. Gonna go with QA1 coilovers in the front. Haven't decided what we're gonna do in the rear yet. If we're gonna do coilovers or just leave it. And it is gonna get C-notched, but it's gonna be a 4/6 drop. Probably 18s up front, 20s in the back. Haven't decided yet. I think we got a drivetrain picked out, LS3, about 650 horse, somewhere around there. 4L65E, I think that's what we're going to go with. But for now, we've got to do a little straightening on this frame rail and get some of the cross members cut out, all that stuff taken off, but it's got to get in the shop to do all that. There's that 80 K10 that's still sitting there. I had to borrow a wheel off of it for that K5 Blazer actually. And then this thing, I haven't really, stay tuned for a video on this one. So this is a 79 K20. This girl's dad bought almost brand new. She found me on Facebook, messaged me back in December. Her name's Aubrey. Really nice. Her and her husband are really nice people. But I went and got it. Oh, it was about an hour and a half away from here. But that's the condition it was in. So she showed me a picture of her as a teenager driving in a parade. It was all complete, really nice. And her dad sold it and it changed hands several times, and then this is the condition it ended up in. Which is the story you see time and time and time again. Now people can't understand why they would do that to a truck. However, they were just trucks back then. And they still are just trucks, but when it holds a sentimental value, it has a lot more meaning too. So we're not going to restore this one fully like the Spirit of 76 truck. We're just going to get it back on the road. In fact, we're going to go, if this was a 400 203 truck, obviously 4-wheel drive, and that stuff is long gone. We're gonna update it just a little bit. Everybody says LS, but you know, then you're getting into a little bit of money. So we're gonna go take something out of an 80s, you know, 350, 700 R4, 208. Just go a little bit more modern on it. Maybe try to do a 203 if we can get them to match up. But anyway, she's crusty. You can see there. We're gonna try to get that kind of halfway patched in so the fender will hang on there. She wants to leave the running boards on it. Just kind of wants it to look like it did when she remembers it. So interior is not horrible. I mean, the door panels, typically those are all gone on the top and those will clean right up. Somebody's put a 73 to 77 steering wheel on it. They got, you know, I don't know where you guys are located at, but here in Kansas, if you can see that, that's a pack rat. See how they chewed that steering wheel up? I mean, that's some teeth now. But somebody used whatever truck this steering wheel came out of and used the parts. But floors, so we're just gonna kind of get it patched, and then that way it's, you know, it's not gonna be anything spectacular, but it will be at least functional, and her teenage son can drive it and they can create some memories in it until she can get more funds to do a proper restoration. That's all repairable. A lot of people say, how about a cab? But you know, your VIN's already there. And if you're keeping it, I guess that's fine. But then if you're putting cab and stuff on it, then it's really not the same truck. So wing windows are both broke. We'll fix that. But tailgate's in the shop. Bed's pretty crusty, so I'm gonna try to keep my eye on a bed. It is a single tank, square hole bed. But anyway, we'll have more on this one. She doesn't really care if it matches. You know, red's pretty hard to find in these years. I've come across them a couple times, but they're a little difficult to find. You know, a lot of times they were just earth tones, whites or yellows or tans, greens. Anyway, so 79 3/4 ton full drive. And then of course, finally got some room in my shop. That's where the frame's going, and then that is headed back to Norm to get the bed, the hood, and the tailgate. He's got all those doing body work on. Sorry about the fan noise there. It's going next week. Get it put on the trailer and take it over to Norm. He'll have it for, hopefully have it in and out in 4 weeks or so I can get it back, and I'd like to have it ready to go by Labor Day. And then of course we're taking it to C10s in the park also. But anyway, just wanted to show everybody, beautiful Sunday morning, what's going on. Grateful to be out here, love this weather. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just right. Of course I am in the shade a little bit, but this one's going into hibernation until we get a couple out of the way, and we'll get it going and driving. So everybody have a great Sunday, a great week, and we will see you on the next one. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Tell us what you're working on, and we'll see you on the next one.